The first thing she said was like the whole trauma of being around other mules who were then slaughtered.
That is funny you say that.
And that there were ones she even knew well, like, you know, who were her pack.
My trainer, Georgia, got the same information from her.
The second thing was she kind of doesn't know how cool mules are. Like, she doesn't really know her value as a I mean, she's a really beautiful, and like the history, I said the history of mules is like really, really amazing. And I can tell her all I want, but I only know about it from a human's point of view. She definitely would benefit from knowing another more grounded mule. So if you can introduce her, even if it's just, it can be from a distance, it looks like. So if you know somebody who has a grounded mule, or a mule team, you know, there's some rescue societies here that probably have them. Really, mules and donkeys, man, we wouldn't have been able to go anywhere. Huh? Mules have made people who they are. I'm working on connected with the animals that died that she remembered. They look pretty lost in after death. Has something to do with how they were euthanized. And so I gave them, I showed them some angels. I asked the Supreme Being to heal them, and I also released her karma with them, so that she's not the one feeling responsible for keeping them, for finding them, for helping them be found. The other thing is, when I showed her what mules do and how mules have contributed to the growth of humans, she said that she would like to work. She likes the idea of work. She especially liked the idea of carrying a pack. But then when I said, you know, if you do that, you have to wear a bridle, that's when she walked away from me. Everybody else here wears a harness. What do you, and a halter? What do you guys think about halters?
We're pretty okay with that.
Yeah.
We ride bitless.
Yeah, they're all telling her it means something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is actually why she kind of doesn't like it, right?
Well, and the guy that had her, I did have a conversation with him, and his outlook was that she needs to have the crap beaten out of her in order to make it work.
Let's pull him out of your space and out of mommy's space. That doesn't even exist anymore in your world. Did you know that? That idea? Lindsay would never do that to you. Never. That's not her style, honey. Her style is petting and cuddling and fun and care and love. You like love. Don't you like love? Oh, baby. You're so very sweet. She's super sad. So I've turned up the healing energy out of the palms of my hands, and that is part of the reason why she's kind of dropping down. And everybody else, see all their eyes, they're like, but she's even so skittish and scared that she doesn't even like my energy to get near her. So what I'm doing is just offering it to her, and she can take it if she wants it. every species has a council, the Council of Horses. I asked if they could come and work with me, and what they told me was that it was her choice to have this as her life. And so I said, well, but maybe there can be shift in the choice, and also recovery is part of like being born into whatever abandonment or abuse or something nasty, and then you meet somebody and the situation shifts, and then you learn about love in a really conscious way, and trust. So learning about trust and love are what she's trying. She really is trying, absolutely. And she's released a lot of patterns just from this short time with me. She keeps showing me that she would like to help you. So like when you're doing stuff and la la la, like she'd like to follow you around. I don't know if you could trust her not to run away, but if she could just be off, untethered and following you around. You want to go up to the house and da 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 da, and then walk back, like let her follow you. As long as it remains in her choice. That word keeps coming back about shifting how she perceives. And she tells me that she does trust you, but she's never really met a person like you, so she doesn't know that it's going to stay. One of the reasons she goes away is that she doesn't have an aura. Or she does, but it's like open here.
Okay.
Yeah. Her aura bubble is like totally whacked here, like totally smushed. Big holes, lots of damage. So I'm rounding it out, smoothing it out, pulling out any energy, cords, memories. It's a lot of layers. She's like, whoa, I have an aura? So I'm going to give her a big golden sun and call back her energy from the past. So if things are okay, assuming that you want to change things, huh? No. First occurred to her it needs to change. So what needs to change is you need to let people touch you. Nobody's going to hurt you. Which isn't necessarily true, because I think sometimes getting your feet worked on in vets, they hurt you. But in terms of what happened to you before, it's not going to happen again. Okay? But you can't just say no to everything. That has to change. Sorry, honey. Especially if you want to play and help mommy with her chores. She would just love. I just keep seeing that picture of you. Eventually with the rope, you're just like, yeah, okay, let's walk over there, walk back here. She's like your little dog. And then eventually you can wear some packs. You can always carry mommy's stuff. Huh? Go for walks, carry the water bottle. Yeah. Help mommy grow as a human. We're all moving early.